Hey guys, before we get started, we want to tell you about our champion partners, including our Hall of Fame partners, Gregg Vet Clinic, Hicks Chicks, Syrah Technologies, Kenny Chesney's Blue Chair Bay Rum, J&J Flooring and Natural Stone, Concordia Bank and Trust, and Mart. So go visit all of our champion partners that you see on the screen right now. Make sure to do business with them and tell them Miss Lou Champion sent you. Enjoy the show. Hey guys, Ronnie Calhoun with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight. In the studio with a couple of buddies here, Miss Taylor Cooley and Miss Chandler Brantley. How are y'all today?
Good. Good.
Yeah. We got something pretty fun coming up that's it's fun and it's something that's greatly needed. We have an Autism Awareness Walk coming up on April the 2nd on the Bluff. And I'm glad that I got y'all two crazy people with me now because real quick, tell the audience how it got started last year was Ryan Richardson reached out to me about a guy that we all know now, Brad Michel from Nashville, and said, hey, I've got this guy that's going to come walk the 444 miles. He's got a charity called Jacob's Audible for his son. I want you to get with him and see if you could put something together on the Bluff while he's here. So, I mean, it was like a 4 or 5 day notice, and I just started putting it on Facebook, and you guys came out. And we had, I think, probably 125, 150 walkers last year. And I just didn't want it to die, so I put it back out. Hey, let's do it again. Well, you guys reached out and said, hey, can we help? And I'm so glad that you did because your contributions already, this thing's going to be amazing. So I guess my first question to you guys is if you want to talk a little bit about what made you want to jump in and help?
You want to go first? I can.
Yeah.
So last year when Brad was here, we had started noticing that our son wasn't exactly meeting milestones like he should. Communication was a big gap for us. And so we kind of got some concerns to ourselves, and we kind of mentally prepared for what you would say is the worst. But now looking back, honestly, it has opened up our eyes to a whole new world. I would not have the connections that I do now, would not have the drive to make this as big and better as I could this year if we didn't have his diagnosis. We received that when he was 27 months old, and honestly, all it's done is help. He has speech therapy and he has occupational therapy, and both of those we really have watched him just come out of his shell. Any little milestone is a big deal to us, so any new one little word is a huge celebration in our house. So this is near and dear to my heart because we need to bring awareness to families here locally that are struggling with the same issues because it is so important that these kids get the attention and the therapies that they need to strive and become the best kids that they can.
Yeah, I agree with all of that 100%. Taylor, what about you?
Well, when Henry was diagnosed on the autism spectrum, he was 2.5. And then from then, 3 out of our 4 kids have been diagnosed on the spectrum. So it's something that affects us daily. We see how people treat them differently sometimes. And that's why we want to bring awareness to this, and not only awareness, but acceptance. Yeah. That way, the more you know about something, the more you can accept it.
Yeah, I like that word. That's what I'm jotting that down now. Which I really think that I was really happy that you guys reached out because I work with autism a lot, but I don't live it 24/7. I get to go home at the end of the day, and their parents pick them up and everything. But I see the struggle, but I don't. Like I said, it's not 24/7 for me. Yeah. And I've worked with some amazing young men and women that are some of the smartest people that I've known. And it really is. It's getting to know them and accepting that they have different things that make them tick, but they all have unique things to bring to this world. So it's not just the awareness is for everybody. The awareness is for their schoolmates, people in the community. because not everybody knows how to interact sometimes.
Yeah.
So they just don't know what to do.
Right.
So, yes, I'm very glad to have parents involved with this because I think that makes it more real, you know. And I talked to Mr. Walt Grayson up in Jackson, and I told him about it, and they're going to try to be here also. I told him, I'm going to put this out there. And I may look like a dummy, but I put this out there. I said, Mr. Walt, I think we're going to have the biggest autism walk in the state of Mississippi on April the 2nd. I said, I'm telling you.
Challenge accepted.
I know, right?
I said, I'm telling you, I don't think there's going to be a bigger one in the state on that day. And I truly believe that. And last year, I didn't know how many people would come. The weather was looking bad. And Miss Brenda Brown at Merritt, she said, baby, you just got to pray to the Lord and leave it up to him, and people going to show up. And I said, you know what? You're right. And that's what I did, and went out there, and people showed up. And with what you guys are doing this year, my goal is I would love to have over 300 people out there. We had 125, 150 last year.
I think we can do that.
I think we could do it.
I think we can do it.
I hope we can.
Yeah, especially so the part that I know about right now, we've had this group text that I've been on the road between Nashville and Texas, and I'm trying to keep up, but you guys have been rock stars with how you just dove in on it. But the thing that I know for sure is that it's going to be April the 2nd. It's going to be from 4 to 7. The first couple of hours, it's just going to be kind of hanging and letting parents get to know each other, let kids play and stuff like that. We're going to have a little music playing, not anything crazy, distracting or anything, just a little background music. We're going to have some speakers, guest speakers. Hopefully you guys might want to jump up. And then the walk will be at 6, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So the part that I know about is we're going to have some resource tables, which I think is really cool for parents to know what maybe tips and tricks. I think Key's coming out, Key Rehab, to talk about some things. I'm working on getting MDRS out right now, Mississippi Department of Rehabilitation Services. So hopefully they can educate parents on things that there may be state things that you may be eligible for but don't even know.
Yeah.
So just resources. So that'll be at least a couple, and I think that there's more. I think Merritt's coming out and doing some stuff. Yeah. So outside of that, we've got 100 other things going. So if you can't see it on camera, we've got boxes over there of stuff that I hadn't had that much stuff delivered from Amazon in probably like the last 3 years combined. So what else are we going to be doing out there?
Well, we'll have a sensory play area, a sensory tent where they can do little interactive things. We are going to have bounce houses sponsored by a few different people. We've been trying to do shout outs on Facebook every day.
Yeah, and we'll have little sensory friendly like take home bags. A big part of most people on the autism spectrum is they have some kind of sensory issue, whether it's too much sensory input or not enough. Yeah. So those bags will kind of include some stuff to like help the kids or people that are affected, so that we can send you home with some resources. There'll also be some flyers stuffed in there that they can go home and look up different information that may be helpful.
Yeah. I'm just laughing because I'm thinking about what's in those boxes. I really don't know.
You're like, I don't know.
I know that one weighs about 80 pounds. So if you see me limping out there, then they will know why. But no, but I think what I loved the most last year was something that I really didn't realize was how many people that I knew that were affected by autism in some way or another, but I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And people who had children or anything like that, and I just didn't know. But I saw the community talking and parents engaging with each other, and to me, that was my favorite part of last year was just seeing like those new connections and those new friendships. Yeah. And so hopefully that will be something that we could build on, is to start that community to where people can become friends. Yeah. And share information, not just on April the 2nd, but throughout the year. Yeah. Who are we looking forward to attend And do we have some of the kids from schools coming out?
Yeah. So I've reached out to most of our local schools, and their dance teams or their cheer squads are going to come and like stand along the route and make signs and everything. And
Yeah.
then a lot of the churches are going to send some of their youth out so that they can be there too, just to kind of make everybody feel like a community, and for us to have that much outpouring to show everyone like this is how many people we're exposing to this subject. We'll also have like a wall that will contain some of the stories of our local children who are impacted. And so people can read those stories and just kind of, see what makes those individuals tick, and like how they found out, how old they were when they, found out, and then what they're doing now or what they struggle with or what their, niche is. Like, oh, they love this, I'm really into this. And then the other side of that wall will have words of encouragement where the participants can come over and just write little helpful words and pin them on the wall to parents, to family members that may not understand, or they're just struggling every day and they just need a little bit of a pick-me-up. So I think will be pretty cool.
Which to a lot of people may not mean much, but to that parent that could mean a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are some things that outside of what we're trying to do with this, what are some other things that the community could do to help out and with stuff like this?
Oh, that's hard.
I think maybe be more inclusive. Like, we have therapies and things of that nature, but there are like little scholarship programs that you can apply for. Say if your child goes to a private school and they don't have the resources that they need, the parent themselves can get reimbursed for that. Or there's all kinds of resources that I've read in a book that I've shared with my friends and everything else that I just feel like a lot of people don't know about, just because there's not awareness. There's not people talking about this every day. This isn't an everyday conversation, just because it is hard. Like, your child is different than everybody else's child. They have their own timeline, and sometimes that makes you feel out of place. So if you could come together and make a parent feel included, even when their child is a little bit different, I feel like that would probably be like something that's lacking here.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll build on that. Hopefully this will be day one of a change in this community for the better. So yeah, I mean, are we leaving anything out here that we might want to talk about? I'm trying to think of what else. I just want to say thanks to Mayor Dan, and this is for the Miss Lou too. I want to stress that out. This isn't just for Natchez. People throughout the Miss Lou are welcome to come walk this. Yeah, we'll talk about the walk real quick before we get out of here. So next year we might try to build it to where it's going down some streets or something like that. But that's a lot of logistic issues and a lot of steps to go through that. So we'll just kind of keep it contained in our area, but people can walk once, twice, many times you want to walk. And like you said, I think that'd be cool. Support signs out there.
Yeah.
Bring a stroller, bring the kids out.
Yeah,
bring the
for
strollers.
Sure. Absolutely.
I don't want to say, but I mean, I think you could probably bring your dog, walk your dogs and stuff like that. I don't want to get in trouble, but I think I think that's okay. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, and I appreciate you guys help on this. Hopefully, it's something that we can build on and get it just like the Brightest Stars bot started very small.
Yeah.
And then we got a team together, and the team
Yeah.
grew, and the team grew, and the team grew. But now every year, everybody really kind of knows their part. So this past year was really the most seamless that we've had. And we really had less meetings than we had ever had before because everybody kind of knew their part. So hopefully this will be something that once a year we can show the world, hey, this is how you do it right here on the bluff in Natchez. Like I said, I appreciate you guys coming in and spending a couple of minutes. I know y'all are both busy, but thank you for everything that we're doing. We'll probably tear in some boxes here in a minute. But yeah, I encourage everybody out there, parents, bring your kids, strollers. We can all learn something from it, whether you're directly impacted or not impacted, we can all learn how to better raise all of our awareness. So, so thank you to everybody out there. 300 people. We're looking for 300 people to be out there because I've already told the Jackson News that we're going to have the biggest one in the state. So don't make me look bad. So thank you all for watching this. Thank you to all of our amazing partners who help us do the things that we do in the community. God bless everybody out there. And as always, have a champion day.
Hey y'all, it's Ronnie and Shannon with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight.
And we want to tell you about our awesome partner, J.E. Hicks Distributing Company, also known as Hicks Chicks.
Hicks Chicks is a local, family-owned food distribution company that has been serving the Miss Lou since 1945. You already know they serve all of your favorite restaurants, but did you know that they are also open to the public?
Hicks Chicks has a variety of food products, including delicious heat and eat options like chicken and dumplings, white bean chicken chili, lasagna, and gumbo. They also carry a wide variety of seafood options like shrimp, crabs, tuna steaks, salmon, and catfish.
And don't forget about their delicious burgers that are already pattied up for you and their amazing dessert options.
So stop by today at 1380 Martin Luther King Jr. Road in Natchez. Hicks Chicks.
Way more than just chicken.
Hey guys, Ronnie Calhoun here with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight. We're out at our awesome partners, Gregg Veterinary Clinic, and we are in the back in the Barkley Pet Hotel and Spa. I'm standing in the Magnolia Bell Suite, which is one of 5 elite boarding suites available to your 4-legged furry friends when you travel this summer. Each suite comes with a private bed, flat screen TV, 24/7 video monitoring, and a sliding door so your pet feels like they're home. They provide one-on-one walking and activities in a fenced-in private backyard. So call Gregg Vet Hospital today and request your pet suite at the Barkley Pet Hotel and Spa. They'll leave the light on for you. Call Gregg Veterinary Hospital today.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Wright Granning at Go Mart and On The Go Deli.
Go Mart has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff.
Where everyone is family.